guys, Merry Christmas. My truck here, the 89 Toyota pickup with the 1UZ swap, has developed a brand new issue. It won't start, and it has to do with the starter. Every once in a while, and by every once in a while I mean almost every single time, when I turn the starter I can hear it spin, but it doesn't kick out and engage the flywheel.
Brought to you in part by Alpine Toyota.
This truck is super hard to start, period, in anything colder than minus 15. And it's about minus 20 this morning. But hey, I've picked up a new starter for it, so let's see about getting this thing running and into the shop. To give this thing the best chance possible for starting, I'm going to take the intake boot off and spray in some brake cleaner or something to assist it with fueling. Give it a bit more juice. Got it running. So as I was trying to start it there, you could hear the issue I'm trying to fix. Started spinning, just not engaging. And it makes a pretty good noise while it does it too. Let it warm up for probably 20 minutes at least, and I'll move it into the shop. So, 1UZ motors, like the one that I put in my 89 Toyota pickup, they're awesome. But one major downside is the starter location. So traditionally, like in most vehicles, the starter bolts up beside the block going like into the transmission bell housing. Unfortunately on this motor and other motors in the UZ series, the starter is underneath the intake manifold in the valley of the motor. So you actually have to pull off upper intake manifold, lower intake manifold, the fuel rails, everything. All this needs to come out just to get access to the starter. Now it's not like a terrible thing. It doesn't take that long to do. To be honest, I think I'd rather be working up here than laying on my back right now in the snow and ice. So let's just get her done.
Starting off this job, the first thing I'll tackle is removing the fuel lines from the fuel rails. Then out comes the airbox. The throttle body also gets removed. And then off comes the upper intake manifold. Off goes the coolant lines that come from the back of the motor. And onto unplugging every single one of the injectors. And finally, it's time to remove the lower intake manifold.
Would you look at that? We have officially got to the starter. So this is kind of where you would start on any other vehicle pretty much. There's two bolts holding it in, the main power cable that goes to the battery, and the signal wire, and she's out. Swap in a new one, and then slap everything back together. Woo! Don't do that! Keep shortening on the starter. Starter officially out. Ugh. So there you have it. The old starter is out. And as you can see, it really isn't that old. I put it in last year at some point. I bought it off Rock Auto, and when it arrived, this plug here was broken. It wasn't a big deal. I was able to work with it, but I mean, through shipping, this thing was obviously tossed around a fair bit. Probably didn't help with its long-term longevity. And this starter was a Bosch brand starter. And here's the new starter. This is an AC Delco starter. And right on it, it says, remanufactured for General Motors. So that's got me wondering, what GM product also used the same starter as this Toyota? Let me know in the comments below if you guys have some insight on that, but interesting. Let's throw it in. It fits. Starter is officially replaced. Everything is put back together. See if she starts. Starter's working, for sure. I didn't even do the spinny thing once there. You too cold again? I'm not positive I can hear the fuel pump with the key on. I don't hear the fuel pump, and nothing I did today should have hurt that. Interesting. Try starting it with brake clean, and then diagnose the fuel pump issue maybe? Probably not today. Alright, there's something else going on. I heard it by shorting the starter wire. Ugh, idiot. Well, great news. The new starter works absolutely fantastic every single time. Bad news? Well, the whole truck doesn't start anymore. I'm pretty sure it's just a fueling issue, but it's Christmas Eve. I've got other things to do today. I gotta edit this video to get this out to you on Christmas, so I don't have time to diagnose. Anyways, guys, I know it's a short little video, but I felt like getting something out to you guys, and Merry Christmas. Anyways, if you do me a huge favor, smash that thumbs up button, and hey, consider subscribing. I upload weekly Toyota, building, wheeling, and off-roading content. Anyways, I'll catch you next week. Peace.
I'ma get it how I wanna get it, you don't get it. I can do anything, I don't got a limit. I'ma make my mind up, I'm committed. It might take some time, might take a minute. I won't give up, I don't give a shit. I do what I want when I wanna do it. Call it a power or call it a gift. I call it persistence or driving some wit. I ain't no minute man. Good things take time when I'm in it, man. Give me some time and I'm with a fam. Now I'm gone too far from the beginning, man. I can teach you, but you gotta listen. I got lessons on lessons to give them. Think the masses are open and wishing and thinking and driven and cutting the ribbons.